Okay, so this is the tank helmet. I've already penciled out the area here, but just, wanted to show you just using your basic, like #2 pencil, make sure it's really sharp. You want to follow this inline here. What you're doing is you're letting yourself know that, okay, that's where I'm gonna cut to remove this section, and the visor will go in behind this, but you need to remove all of this so you can see. Using a Dremel is probably your best bet, and then some hand files to get into the corners and smooth everything out. Then on the bottom here, as you see, I've already penciled. This is the area again where you're going to cut out all along here. There's a little bump here that needs to get filed down, and then again it's going to just come along here. I like to pencil the area first so that when I'm cutting and I get a bunch of the dust going everywhere, I can usually just kind of blow it off real quick and see my pencil line and know that I'm in the right area to do the cutting. So after I pencil in where the lens will be cut out, I like to put a little bit of painter's tape over the edge. I usually do at least 2, maybe 3 layers. That's so when you're working with the Dremel, a lot of times this bit, or this area where it tightens down, ends up nicking these corners here, and you got to go back and fill it in. It's because you're so focused on where you're cutting, sometimes you forget about the tool, especially if it's got something that has like a much more of a depth to it. It gets a little bit harder to cut in, and sometimes you can nick that, as I said. So by adding the blue tape, kind of gives you a little bit of a barrier, and kind of hopefully prevents you from having to fill in where your Dremel has chewed up the edge of your helmet.